Uh, in this session, we are going to discuss about Python data types, right? So yeah, anyway, I'll be showing you the IDE even, like I'll be getting into the IDE, and then I'll be trying to explain the software even. Anyway, coming to the Python data types, like usually the data types what we know and what we have is all about like integer data type, right? And float, which are like if they are decimal values, then we'll be going with the float values. And then we are going to have the string data type. It's all about str, right? So these are the data types what we have. And apart from that, we have few data structures also. Anyway, where the boolean values bool and binary values like bytes. So these are all comes under these data types, right? So if you can see this one, and int, float, and complex, and boolean values and binary values. Where coming towards the sequence type, mapping, set types, these are all comes under the data structures, right? So let me say, like if in C programming, if I just want to compare with that, then yeah, whatever the C programming, you can see there you'll be having the arrays and structures like. So in the same way, these sequence and mapping type or set type are going to use. Anyway, we'll be discussing these things again after this particular data types discussion, right? So how you are going to write the Python programming? Yes, students, like we are not going to have any particular syntax like having the header file and having this brackets. You have to mention some main function. All these are not at all required, right? So we're comparing with the other programming language. If I want to print some welcome, so hello world, like that, we require at least minimum 4 to 5 lines, whereas in Python programming, only one line is more than enough, right? So this is how the Python programming is going to work out, right? So anyway, yeah, here no need of mentioning or initializing the variable, where automatically if you are trying to declare or assign some value, it automatically takes the that particular data type. Like if it is an integer, if 12 into 11, where the value will be integer, then it is a is treated as integer. If it is like b is like float value, we are as you have assigned, so b automatically the Python uh, itself is going to declare it as like float value and c as an string value, right? So this is how you are trying to declare or you are trying to assign the values, and automatically, where in this Python programming the flexibility is all about like automatically it is going to be declared, right? Initialized, right? While you are assigning the value itself, the Python IDE itself is going to declare those values as a data type. So anyway, if you want to know what data type it is like, yeah, you have a command called type. So if you want to know what type of data type that particular variable is all about, yeah, you can go with this particular command where type of a. By that, you will be trying to know what sort of data type it is all about, right? So this is how you can know the data type even, right? So let us get into the Python IDE and let us discuss few uh, data types. Guys, this is what the Python IDE. Actually, it is an IDE shell where you can see here it's a version of 3.9.4 version, where here it is all the shell where you can see the all about the outputs over in this shell itself, right? So usually whatever in C you will be going to have an command prompt or compiler window. So same thing you are going to have this shell. So if I just try to write something, print, for printing these some values, you will be using the command called print. And yeah, I'm going to print some hello world, and I'm just clicking on enter. So this is how you can see hello world is printed as an output. Yeah. So anyway, if you want to write in an editor window, like in some program lines, then yeah, you can go with an file, new file. So yeah, this is how the editor window I can say, or a new file, where here you can write the program. So anyway, if I want to write a program to print hello world, as I said, no more requirement of some header files, main functions, flower brackets, not at all required, guys. So this is what the flexibility where you can see in the Python programming. So yeah, this completes like. So yeah, no need of semicolon. If you are addicted towards that, yeah, you can use also. Nothing happens over there. So yeah, this is how you can print. How many values you want, you can print here. So usually I just have to save this. So I'm saving this. So it is saving some in Python uh, files itself. Anyway, right, I'm taking it as an example. .py, it's compulsory, as depending upon the different programming languages. Here for Python you should mention as .py, the file name .py. Anyway, this is how you are trying to save. Now if I want to run or execute this, you should go with an F5 or run module. You just click on run module. It again gets into the IDE shell. It doesn't runs in the same editor, like usually. So this is what the editor window. So here I have clicked on run module, and here it is how you are going to restart that. You are going to load this particular program, and then you are going to execute this as hello world and well. Yeah, coming towards the data type. So as I said, like yeah, you can give, means no need of initializing it as an integer. Like if I take a is equals to 12, so surely that will be treated as an integer. No need of mentioning even. So if I want to print a, yeah, you can. And as I said, if I want to know what data type it is, like, so you have the another command ty type of a. So here in first line, so guys, as I said, semicolons are not at all compulsory. As I have practiced of the previous languages, so in some cases I used to get that semicolons. Anyway, a is equals to 12, and you are going to print the 12, and then in next line you are going to know the print value actually. So I'm saving this again. Guys, you can see here, even if you want to print something, no need of giving some percentile d, percentile x, as if you have given in the C programming. Here just you are just printing that variable, just giving that variable as print, right? So yeah, next is all about like giving the class int. Here you can see. So this is what the you are printing, and the data type of the a is nothing but int. So in a clear way, if you want to write again, yeah, you can go with like this here. So I just given some text so that it can easily understand like what we are meaning to. Guys, you can see the data type of a variable is nothing but class int. So this is what integer actually. So in the same way, you can give anything like 12.87 plus 76.9. So this can be treated as a float. And if c is equals to, so actually we don't have separate thing of the string and char. So if you are giving in a single quotation, it is treated as an char, and if you are giving it is in a double quotation, it is treated as string. So usually, yeah, this is how you can print. Anyway, for each print, it will be treated as next line. So if this hello world is in one line, welcome is another line, data type a value is another line. So thing is all about if the things you want to print it same line, so you have to say take the same values. So anyway, here I'm taking all the values I just want to print here. A is equals to comma a, I'm writing here, and next b is equals to comma b. And yeah, guys, I think you can understand how to declare the values. Like just if I want to give the same thing, something I want to display, that I'm trying to write in the print in double quotation. And if I want that variable value, then I should go with an without double quotation. That is what I'm doing here actually. So guys, I just want to print all A, B, C, D values in same line. If you want to go with new line, yeah, you can go with every print a is equals to a, next print a is equals to b, b is equals to b value, like that. Anyway, this is how you can go with another way of writing. So now I'm going with and run. So we can see, guys, these are the previous values, and here is all about like a is equals to 12, b is equals to something like I have added two floating values. This is what the float value, and c is equals to Python program, and d is equals to s. So this is how you are going to write the Python programs in Python IDE, and this is how the syntax you are going to have actually. So guys, you can see here no more additional syntax, something like flower brackets or square brackets or some brackets, semicolons or something main function, header files, not at all require all this. Whatever you want to execute, directly put that and try to execute this. So this is how the data types are all about. So I think you got this, what is exactly data types and what are these all. So in next class, we'll try to discuss about the data structures, right? So there we'll be discussing, and parallelly I'll be trying to explain those.